You might be wondering what I'm doing with this bucket. Stay tuned to DIY time. My name is Jason, and here at Ploughman's Backyard, I'm going to be showing you how to make your own mousetrap using this bucket. Now, you might be wondering, how are you going to make a mousetrap out of just this bucket? Well, you need a couple more things. You need some wire, you need a pop can, which I had to buy a whole case to get just this one can, and some old aged peanut butter. It's the best stuff, and they love it. So before we build this mousetrap, there's a couple of things that you're going to need. One is a pair of snips to be able to cut your wire. And the other thing is the drill with a drill bit. Now this drill bit is the smallest one I could find, which is a 1/4 inch. That would be doable, but I wanted to go just a bit smaller. And I improvised and I just put this screw into this drill. So now I just need to figure out where I want to put the two holes. And I'm thinking that I'm going to put it pretty close to being in line with the actual handles. That way I can just take it and just empty the you-know-whats. All right. Just going to drill a hole into this side, and I'll just drill into the other side after. It doesn't have to be perfectly in line. That works. As you can just see there, just have some wire here. Hopefully I don't get it all tangled up. There we go. All I'm going to do is just thread it on in. And that should be enough to go around. And about there. Okay, so as you can see here is I've only used maybe about 18 inches or so, maybe even 20 inches of wire. And what we're going to just do is now drill a hole into this pop can. This tab, just pull off, you don't need it. And the same thing, I'm just going to use this screw to screw into the pop can. I'm just going to do it from the bottom and then do it from the top. So just from the bottom, you just want to hold on to it. As you can see there. And then for the top, I'm going to go just about above where the tab just popped off. And there we have it. So all you want to do now is you want to thread the wire through the pop can. And the idea is you're going to smear the peanut butter around this can so that when the mice come up onto it, they're just going to roll right off of it and land into the bottom of the bucket. What I'm going to do here is I'm just going to start on one side and just start winding the wire around the one side, making it nice and tight. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this side, just pulling nice and tight. And then I'm just going to twist it around so it doesn't come apart. Now you might be wondering, the can is nice and loose now, it's just going to slide back and forth. And we have a solution to that. And there we go. So that's what it looks like now. So the thing I'm going to do now to make it so that it doesn't go back and forth is I'm just going to use a couple of pieces, just small little pieces of the wire to put on either side, and then that way it just kind of keeps it in more centered so that's not going back and forth, moving from side to side. All right, so I've just added the two little pieces of wire. I just ended up cutting or snipping about maybe an inch and a half of wire for each side, and that way now it can't just go back and forth, but also it's able to roll freely. The last step is to add some peanut butter. Now this has been aged since 2017, or I should say expired in 2017. but the mice still love it, so we just keep using it for them. Oh, it smells so good. It should work. Oh yeah, that'll definitely work. All right, so we're just gonna take it and basically just smear it. Smear it all around. That way they get the scent of it. And that should be good enough. So now that we've applied the peanut butter, and I should mention that if you don't actually have peanut butter, or especially for those that are allergic to peanut butter, you can always just substitute any type of nut butter or something that's maybe sweet and just apply it onto the can. All you're wanting to do is put something on there so that the mice will actually smell something. They'll smell food or whatever this nice aroma would be. Go up to it, and the whole idea is for them to get onto the can and just roll right off into the bucket. You might be wondering, how is the mouse going to be getting up onto this can and rolling into the bucket? Well, what I'm thinking of doing is getting a piece of wood and either notching the wood so that it just sits on the rim of the bucket and just have a ramp so that the mice can get up onto it. The other thing you could always do is put it beside something where the mice can already just walk up along here and get onto the can itself. I'm thinking of putting it down into the basement right next to our steps. We have some steps that are pretty close to this height, and so I might just end up doing that and seeing how it goes from there. Let me know in the comments below on other things that you've used to be able to trap your mice and other pests around your house or your homestead. And I'm really hoping that this is going to take care of our mice problem. We do have our cat here, which he does his job from time to time, but sometimes the mice are just overwhelming, even just for him. If you enjoyed this video and you want to follow along, just hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell icon so that you don't miss out on future content. I hope you enjoyed this little segment of DIY time, and we're looking forward to bringing some more content here at Ploughman's Backyard.